Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI, and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, CareersCloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affair for the first week of the March month. This will be a quite interesting and important session. So do take notes. They will be very beneficial for your revision. Let's start. First is name the Union Minister who has recently unveiled a new database for India's startup ecosystem that was named Bharat Startup Ecosystem Registry, and a website logo of Startup Mahakumbh was launched. So who is that Union Minister who launched all these? So he will be Piyush Goyal. Our Union Minister of Commerce and Industry has unveiled a new database for India's startup ecosystem named Bharat Startup Ecosystem Registry, for which a website logo was launched for Startup Mahakumbh. This registry will act as a platform database for various startups, investors, incubators and other stakeholders in India's startup ecosystem. And the event for this was promoted by DPIIT. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, which regulatory body has recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission to support rural women self-help groups? So tell me, which is that regulatory body? It is NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. NABARD and NRLM, right? They together have recently signed a memorandum of understanding, and this is to support the women self-help groups, right? Especially in the rural areas. And under this MOU, NRLM and NABARD will empower the women self-help groups. They will help them to promote their products. They will talk to them about marketing strategies. they will be talking to them about various skills so that they can grow their small businesses. Next, PFRDA, right? PFRDA has notified the PFRDA regulations 2016 with effect from 20 Feb 2024. An application for grant of certificate of registration should be disposed of by PFRDA within how many days? So coming back, PFRDA notified the amendments to PFRDA regulations 2016 with effect from 20th of Feb 2024, and the grant of certificate of registration should be disposed of by PFRDA within 30 days, right? Within 30 days. Next, during RBI's Financial Literacy Week, RBI launched the Financial Literacy Ideathon for PG students, that is postgraduate students, currently enrolled in the recognized institutions globally. What is the theme of this FLW, that is Financial Literacy Week, which is being observed from 26th of Feb to 1st of March? So, from 26th of Feb to 1st of March, this Financial Literacy Week was observed. Question asked here is, what is the theme of this Financial Literacy Week? Theme being make a right start, become financially smart. I repeat, make a right start, become financially smart. This is the theme for Financial Literacy Week observed from 26th to 1st of March. Right? And this theme basically targets young adults and mainly students here. Next is, in Feb, Asian Development Bank raised how much amount through a 5-year global bond? So, Asian Development Bank, they have raised how much amount through a 5-year global bond? So, Asian Development Bank has raised $3.5 billion. $3.5 billion was raised, and the bond was basically, if asked about the interest rate that will be provided here to this 5-year global bond, will be 4.375% per annum. Next, and as it is a 5-year global bond, maturity date will be 6th of March 2029. Correct? Take a note of this also. Next thing, remember, if I ask you recently, Eat Right Station, this certificate was given by which organization to 150 railway stations? So, FASAI recently gave Eat Right Station certificate to 150 railway station. Then Tavi Festival. This Tavi Festival was observed where? It was observed in Jammu. Tavi Festival, and this is a 4-day long festival. Next, which of the following ports is said to become India's first green hydrogen hub? India's first green hydrogen hub. So, India's first green hydrogen hub. Correct. Which of the following port will become India's first green hydrogen hub? It will be Vio Chindambranar port. I repeat, Vio Chindambranar port. Correct. Where is this port located? This is at Tuticorin. Where is this Tuticorin? It is in the state of Tamil Nadu. And here, India's first green hydrogen hub will be established. Correct? Take a note of this. And here, remember, in Tamil Nadu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched various projects worth 17,000 crore rupees. Moving on. Name the Union Minister who recently launched the logo and website for the Alliance for Global Good, Gender Equity and Equality. Who is she? Our Union Minister of Women, Child and Development, Smriti Irani. Correct? She has recently launched the logo and website for the Alliance for Global Good, Gender Equity and Equality. Next, GI Registry was awarded, or GI Registry, that is your Geographical Indication Registry, awarded the GI tag to 12 distinctive products, including Apatani textile products from Dash state. So, recently, GI tag to 12 distinct products were awarded from which state? So, they were the products of Arunachal Pradesh, right? 12 and now so they were 12 products, right? Earlier there were 8 products of Arunachal Pradesh that recently got the GI tag, and now the total number is 20. And here a product is mentioned, Apatani textile product, right? Apart from this, friends, if I ask you for Telangana state, they have launched one time scheme. If we talk about Bangalore, we are seeing water crisis recently going on in the state of Bangalore. Next, according to 12th edition of the International Intellectual Property Index released by United States Chamber of Commerce in Feb, India has retained the dash rank with an overall score of 38.64%, while dash country has topped the list. So remember, GI registry awarded, recently remember the 12th edition. Next is 12th edition of the International Intellectual Property Index was released by US Chamber of Commerce in Feb, and India has retained which rank with an overall score of 38.64%, while dash country has topped the list. So if we talk about the rank of India in this International Intellectual Property Index, so India stands at 42nd position and United States of America is at the first position. Correct? This is International Intellectual Property Index, and remember, this was the 12th edition of this index that was recently released. So right option here becomes option 2. Next, according to quarterly estimates of GDP for October to December quarter, that is the third quarter of fiscal year 24, this data was released by NSO in Feb 2024, and India's GDP grew at -%. So remember, in the third quarter of fiscal year 24, India's GDP grew by how much percent? So India's GDP grew by 8.4%. Right, this was better than the expected data, and we were actually expecting around 7.3% of growth, but actually we clocked 8.4% GDP. Next, who recently became the first Indian citizen to be conferred with the title of the Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of British Empire under the King Charles III reign? So remember, Sunil Bharti Mittal. Sunil Bharti Mittal, he is the founder and chairman of Bharti Enterprise, and he became the first Indian citizen to be conferred with the Knight Commander, of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire under the King Charles III reign. Right, and this was for his service to UK and India business relations. Then this KBE, Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order, this KBE, it is one of the highest honors conferred by the British sovereign to civilians granted to foreign nationals in recognition of their outstanding contribution. Next, who has been recently appointed as the chairperson of Lokpal? So recently, Ajay Manikrao Khanvilkar has been recently appointed as the chairperson of Lokpal. Right, and remember, he will be the second regular chairperson of Lokpal. This question can also be asked, that who will be the second chairperson of Lokpal. So Ajay Manikrao will be the chairperson of Lokpal. Next, in Feb, DRDO successfully conducted the flight test of Very Short Range Air Defense System missile, that is a MANPAS. MANPAS is Manned Portable Air Defense System. So DRDO conducted the flight test of this Very Short Range Air Defense System missile, a MANPAS system. So question asked here is, where was this flight test conducted? It was at Chandipur of the coast of Odisha. Conducted by whom? It was conducted by DRDO. Right, and it was on 28th and 29th of Feb. Then this Very Short Range Air Defense System, this was designed and developed by Research Center Imarat in collaboration with DRDO. Correct? Moving on. Dash Civil Accounts Day was observed across India on 1st of March. So 48th Civil Accounts Day was observed across India on 1st of March 2024, and this was the 48th Civil Accounts Day. Next, LIC of India paid dash amount as an interim dividend to the government of India. So LIC paid 2,441 crore rupees as interim dividend to the government of India. Next, Union Finance Ministry has slapped 5.49 crore rupees penalty on dash Payments Bank of India for violation on the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, and I have also given the answer. It is Paytm Payments Bank. Right, we all know all the restriction that is going on Paytm Bank. Right, and recently a 5.49 crore rupees penalty was imposed on Paytm Payment Bank by RBI by Finance Ministry for violations of the Money Laundering Act. Next, Ministry of Defence signed 5 major capital acquisitions of dash contracts with HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, L&T, and BrahMos Aerospace Private Limited in New Delhi. So Ministry of Defence signed these 5 major capital acquisition. They were worth 39,125 crore rupees, and they were with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, L&T, and BrahMos Aerospace Private Limited. Next, which organization or bank has recently partnered with DPIIT to organize a national workshop on logistic efficiency enhancement in New Delhi? It is World Bank. Right? World Bank has recently partnered with DPIIT to organize national workshop on logistics efficiency enhancement in New Delhi. This workshop brought together the logistics sector community to discuss and identify factors affecting the logistics performance and areas of improvement. Next, RBI revised the regulatory framework for Bharat Bill Pay payment system based on a review of developments in the payments landscape. The revised directions called RPI BBPS Directions 2024 will be applicable from when? So they will be applicable from 1st of April 2024. Remember, these RBI Directions 2024, they were issued to reduce the compliance burdens of the banks and non-banks on the issues related to the supervisory returns and risk mitigation. Next, in Feb, RBI updated their enabling framework for regulatory sandbox to streamline the process for fintech companies. RBI has extended the overall timeline for the regulatory sandbox process from 7th month to dash, excluding the preliminary screening period. So RBI, they have extended the overall timeline for regulatory sandbox from 7 months to 9 months. First thing. Now there will be a sandbox. What is this sandbox? Sandbox is an environment where before launching the product to for the general public, there is an environment, there is a set of people, or we can say there is a community where this particular application will be tested, and then that application will be released for the general public. So that is an environment where testing will be done on that particular service, on that application, so that before launching it to the public, that can be tested. So the overall timeline for the regulatory sandbox process has been extended from 7 months to 9 months. That will also include your screening period. Next, which bank or financial company has recently signed an MOU with NPCI International Payments Limited to transform the cross-border payments using UPI platform? So NPCI, that is NIPL. NPCI is your National Payment Corporation of India, and NIPL is your NPCI International Payments Limited. Correct? So which is that organization? It is Eurobank SA. They have partnered with NIPL in order to facilitate and transform cross-border transactions using UPI platform. Next, who was recently appointed as the part-time chairman of Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank? So S. Ravindran. S. Ravindran has been recently appointed as the part-time chairman of Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank, and currently S. Ravindran, he is serving as the independent director of TNB. Correct? Next, which country's research, sensing and imaging satellite Pars-1 has recently launched by Soyuz 2.1b. Now forget this question, just focus on this Soyuz 2.1b. I have told multiple times, whenever this rocket comes, this rocket is of which country? It is of Russia. Soyuz 2.1b. Whenever Soyuz comes, consider it is a rocket of Russia. Now the question is saying that this Pars-1 satellite, right? This is a remote sensing satellite and imaging satellite. Which country's satellite is this? This question is being asked to you. That was launched by Soyuz 2.1b rocket of Russia. So this Pars-1, this is of Iran. This Pars-1 is of Iran. Correct? Next, which of the following book is not authored by Fali Sam Nariman, a renowned Indian jurist and Padma awardee? So which of the following books was not authored by them? So all of the book except The Majesty of the Law, this book was not authored by him. Next, Union Minister of Coal Prahlad Joshi launched the Coal Logistic Plan and Policy. Question asked here is, the Coal Logistic Plan proposes a strategic shift towards a railway-based system in first mile connectivity projects, aiming for a dash reduction in rail logistic cost and an annual cost saving of 21,000 crore rupees. So question asked here is that they are aiming for how much % reduction in the rail logistic cost. See, logistic cost is basically when a product goes from A location to B location, the amount of cost that will be required to transfer this product from A to B is your logistic cost, correct? And under this call logistic plan, it is stated that in this the reduction will be there in the rail logistic cost. And how much reduction? So 14% reduction will be there in this core rail logistic cost, and there will be an annual saving of 21,000 crore rupees. Apart from this, this will also reduce the air pollution, and it is estimated almost 1 lakh ton of carbon dioxide, or we can say 1 lakh tons of pollution will be reduced per annum. Next, Samudra Lakshmana 2024. This is the third edition of India-Malaysia Maritime Exercise held from 28th of Feb to 2nd of March. Question asked here is, in which city was this Samudra Lakshmana exercise was held? Samudra Lakshmana. Samudra Lakshmana exercise, right? It was held between India and Malaysia. It was held between India and Malaysia. What is the location where this exercise was held? Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Right, at Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, this exercise was held, and this exercise was held between the Navy of India and Navy of Malaysia. The next question can be asked that from Indian side, which Indian naval ship took part here? INS Kiltan took part in this exercise. Next, which of the following countries have recently become the members of the World Trade Organization, WTO, that is Union of Comoros and Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. These two countries have recently become the members of World Trade Organization, right? And the signing ceremony for these countries was held during the World Trade Organization's 13th Ministerial Conference that was held at UAE in Abu Dhabi. Next, which university has recently topped the medal tally of 4th edition of Khelo India University Games with a total of 71 medals held in the northeastern region of India? So it is Chandigarh University, right? Chandigarh University has topped the 4th edition of Khelo India University Games in the northeastern region, and Chandigarh University topped the medal tally with a total of 71 medals. Out of these 71 medals, 32 were gold, 18 were silver, and 21 were bronze, right? Next, then there is a mascot here. What is the mascot of this Khelo India University Games? It is Ashtalakshmi. Ashtalakshmi. And this Ashtalakshmi, it is a butterfly. It is a butterfly. Next, who has recently set a record of best Indian time in 100-meter girls freestyle swimming at the 11th Asian Group Aquatics Championship held in Philippines? Now the important question also becomes the location. Where was the 11th edition of Asia Group Aquatics Championship held? It was held in Philippines, right? Now the question is, who recently set a record for the best Indian time in 100 meters girls freestyle swimming? Who is she? Dhinidhi Disinghu. Dhinidhi Disinghu, correct? And she has set a record in 100 meters freestyle event during the 11th Asian Group Aquatics Championship in the best Indian time in 100-meter girls freestyle swimming, right? Next, Union Minister of Defence Rajnath Singh has launched Dash Development of Innovative Technologies with IDEX scheme to promote innovations in critical and strategic defence technologies. So, Rajnath Singh launched Dash IDEX Aditi. Question indirectly is asking you the full form of Aditi. What is Aditi? Acing Development of Innovative Technologies with IDEX. Right? So what is Aditi? Acing Development of Innovative Technologies with IDEX. This is the full form of Aditi scheme, and it was launched to promote innovations in critical and strategic defense technology sector. And one more data for this, India has, for imports of India in the defense sector, has increased by 4% recently, right? Coming back, this scheme was launched during DEF Connect. This DEF Connect 24 was held in New Delhi, correct? And the budget that has been allocated for this is 750 crore rupees, and here each startup will be getting 25 crore rupees as a funding for promoting innovations in defense technologies under this Aditi scheme. Next, which of the following companies have recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Ministry of Defense for indigenous development of advanced fueling and control systems for engines for heavy duty applications? So, right option here is Mishra Dhatu Nigam Limited, BEML Limited and Bharat Electronics Limited. All three of them have recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Ministry of Defense for indigenous development of advanced fueling and control systems for engines for heavy duty applications. This collaboration aims to develop indigenous capabilities to design, test, manufacture the advanced fueling and control systems. Next, according to the report that is Status of Leopards in India, released by Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav of the Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change in March, the leopard population in India has risen by how much from 2018 to 2022? So the leopard population in India has increased by 8% from 2018 to 2022. In 2018, it was almost 12,852 and it has been increased to 13,874 in 2022. And remember, Madhya Pradesh is the state that is having the maximum number of leopards, that is 3,907 leopards. Next, in March, Martin Brand Mulroney, who served as the 18th Prime Minister of Dash country, recently passed away. So, Martin Brand Mulroney, who served as the 18th Prime Minister of Canada, has recently passed away. Next, which country has recently won their first ever Test cricket match against Afghanistan? It is Ireland. So Ireland has recently won their first ever Test cricket match against Afghanistan. This was held at Abu Dhabi in UAE. Next, name the IIT that has recently signed an agreement with Center for Development of Telematics for developing prototypes for 10 gigabits capable symmetric passive optical network. Which is it? It is IIT Kharagpur, right? IIT Kharagpur recently signed a agreement with Center of Development of Telematics, that is CDOT, for developing the prototypes for 10 gigabits capable symmetric passive optical network. That means an optical network that can carry up to 10 Gbps of speeds via to provide internet. For this, IIT Kharagpur has partnered with CDOT. Next, in which city of Odisha, Union Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dharmendra Pradhan, has recently launched the project Odiserve. So this project Odiserve was launched where? It was launched in which district? It was launched in Sambalpur, right? So our Odisha's Union Minister of our Union Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dharmendra Pradhan, launched this Odiserve in the state of Odisha, and in Odisha too, it was launched in which district? It was launched in Sambalpur district, right? Next, and what is the aim of this Odisha? Why was this launched? The aim here is to provide or equip young graduates of Odisha for employment opportunities in the financial service sector. Next, name the ministry that has recently launched E-Kisan Upaj Nidhi, that is an online digital platform of WDRA, that is Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority. So which is that ministry? It is Ministry of Consumer Affairs and Food Public Distribution, right? They have recently launched E-Kisan Upaj Nidhi. This is an online digital platform of WDRA. This platform will enable the farmers to secure collateral-free loans from the bank against their farm produce that will be stored in the warehouses of this WDRA. Next, which department has recently launched the digital intelligence platform and Chakshu facility on the Sanchar Sathi portal to curb cybercrime and financial frauds? It is Department of Telecommunications, right? Department of Telecommunications has launched the digital intelligence platform and Chakshu facility on the Sanchar Sathi portal to curb cybercrime and financial frauds. Next, according to the 10th edition of Women Business and Law 2024 report released by World Bank Group in March, India has climbed to dash place out of 190 countries in the index. So what is the rank of India in this World Women Business Law 2024 report released by World Bank? So rank of India here is 113th and this is out of 190 countries. This index shows in India women enjoy 60% of the legal rights that are granted to men. Moving on, which organization or bank recently approved a new project worth $452 million to improve connectivity in rural areas of Assam. It is World Bank, right? World Bank has recently approved a new project worth $452 million to improve the connectivity in the rural areas of Assam. Correct? Take a note of this. And the total finance for this program will be almost $564.71 million, out of which $452 million will be provided by World Bank. Next, name the company that has recently partnered with Unit of Science and Educational Development to support the education of children in UP, and that too in the Siddharth Nagar district of UP. So, which is that? It is REC Limited, right? They have recently partnered with Unit of Science and Educational Development to support the education of children in Siddharth Nagar district of UP. Here, almost 75,500 children in Siddharth Nagar district of UP will be supported, and their education will be supported here. And REC, they have committed 9.91 crore rupees for the same, and this will be done under the corporate social responsibility of the REC Limited. Next, which company has recently got suspended from the RBI to finance against shares and debentures? It is JM Financial Products Limited, right? They have recently been suspended from the Reserve Bank of India to finance against shares and debentures. Next, who has recently sworn in as the Prime Minister of Pakistan for the second term? So, Shehbaz Sharif has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Pakistan for the second term. Next, e-way bill must be generated when there is a movement of goods of more than dash amount in value to or from a registered person. So e-way bill, right? This bill, correct? And this will be generated when there is a movement of a good from movements of a good from to or from a registered person, and if it is more than of how much amount of 50,000 rupees. Whenever a bill is a movement of goods of more than 50,000 rupees is held, then this e-way bill will be generated, correct? And NIC, that is National Informatics Center, announced that the selected GST players will not be able to generate e-bills without details of e-invoice from 1st of March 2024. Right? And remember, every registered person who causes the movement of goods of consignment value of more than 50,000 rupees is required to generate an e-way bill. And this is requirement. And this requirement is basically between two states and within a states, right? In that case, if the goods is more than 50,000 rupees and he is a registered person, then he need to generate this e-way bill. Next, Union Minister of Steel Jyotiraditya Scindia has recently inaugurated India's first green hydrogen plant in stainless steel sector. So, where was this inaugurated? India's first green hydrogen plant in stainless steel sector. It is in Haryana, right? In Haryana too, it will be in Hisar. Correct? And this green hydrogen plant has been set up by Jindal Steel Limited in association with Genco Green Energies Private Limited. Next, National Sample Survey Office NSSO under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation have signed an MOU with ISRO's National Remote Sensing Center to facilitate urban dash survey in digital mode. So indirectly, full form of UFS is asked, that is your urban frame survey. Correct? So coming back, NSSO, right? They have signed this MOU with whom? With ISRO, and it was to facilitate urban frame survey in digital mode. This survey is conducted once every 5 years, and it is to maintain a frame of compact geographical units. That means whenever you see a map, correct, the outlines of the maps are provided through this survey only, right? The correct outlines, and this is conducted once every 5 years. Next, which bank has recently partnered with Ease My Trip to launch a co-branded premier travel credit card? It is Punjab National Bank, right? Punjab National Bank partnered with Ease My Trip to launch a co-branded premier travel credit card, and the card is intended for both mass and premium customers, and it offers a variety of rewards for Indian travelers. Next, according to the data released by DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce and Industry in March 2024, the FDI inflows in India has decreased by 13% to $32.03 billion in April to December 2023. I repeat, DPIIT, they have released the data, and according to them, the FDI, that is foreign direct investment inflows in India, has decreased by 13% to $32.03 billion in April to December 2023. Here, the less investments were seen in sectors like computer hardware, software, telecom, auto, and pharma sector. Next, name the Indian naval ship that has recently commissioned by the Indian Navy at Minicoy, the southernmost island in Lakshadweep. So, which is that Indian naval ship that has recently commissioned by the Indian Navy at Minicoy, the southernmost island in Lakshadweep? It is INS Jatayu. Next is who has recently won the season opening F1 Bahrain Grand Prix 2024. So Max Verstappen has won the Bahrain Grand Prix that was held at Bahrain from 29th of Feb to 2nd of March. And remember, Max Verstappen, this is the second consecutive win for Max Verstappen at the Bahrain Grand Prix title. That is, he also won 2023 title and as well as 2024 title. Next, the government has announced a plan to sell up to how much % stake in NLC India Limited through an offer for sale. So, the government has planned to sell up to 7% stake in NLC India Limited through an offer for sale, and there will be a floor price for the same at 212 rupees per share. Next, according to the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy data released in March 2024, India's retail inflation will likely to fall. How much percent? It will likely to fall between 4.3% to 4.4% in fiscal year 25. This data was released by CMIE, that is Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the first week of March month. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. Next. What was the theme of UN World Pulses Day observed across the globe on 10th of Feb? So what is the theme? Pulses, nourishing soil and people. This is the theme for the World Pulses Day observed on 10th of Feb every year. For the first time, this day was observed in 2019. Next, the first round of National Deworming Day 2024 was observed across India on 10th of Feb. National Deworming Day observed on 10th of Feb, right? And remember, this is conducted twice a year. That means 2 times this National Deworming Day is observed, and pills that will help to kill the worms in the stomach are provided to the students. Correct? The first round of National Deworming Day will be observed on 10th of Feb. Correct? And the next will be decided by the government soon. Next, which state government has recently approved the Healing Practices Bill 2024? So, it is the state of Assam that has recently approved the Healing Practices Bill 2024. The bill provides relief to victims of medical treatment in the name of treatment. Next, which department of Government of India recently unveiled the National E-Governance Service Delivery Assessment Way Forward Annual Report 2023? So this NESDA Way Forward Annual Report 2023 was released by which department of government? It was released by Department of Administration, Reforms and Public Grievances, that is DARPG. Correct? And this DARPG organized 3 regional conferences on e-governance in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, Mumbai, Maharashtra and Guwahati, Assam. A total of 16,487 services were provided across states and union territories in 2023. Next, name the financial institution or regulatory body that has recently unveiled Prabhav, the CRISIL's Impact Assessment Report of the Funds of Fund for Startup. So, which is that financial institution or regulatory body that has unveiled this Prabhav, CRISIL's Impact Assessment Report of Funds for Startups? It is SIDBI. SIDBI stands for Small Industries Development Bank of India. Next, which organization or bank recently signed a $200 million loan agreement with Department of Economic Affairs for the climate resilient Brahmaputra integrated flood and river bank erosion risk management project in Assam? So for risk management and for protecting the banks of the river of Brahmaputra, recently a $200 million loan agreement was signed by which bank or which organization? It is Asian Development Bank, and it was signed with Assam government. Correct? It was signed with Assam government. The loan has a principal repayment period of 15 years Correct? Next, in which of the following countries India's UPI was launched in Feb 2024? So both 1 and 2, that is both in Sri Lanka and Mauritius, India's UPI was launched. Correct? Even at the Eiffel Tower of Paris, France, India's UPI is being used. Next, in which country recently won the ICC Under 19 Men's Cricket World Cup 2024 title by defeating India in the finals? So, Australian men's cricket team, under 19 men's cricket team has won the under 19 men's cricket world cup, and they defeated our Indian men's under 19 cricket team in the finals to win this cup. Correct? Where was the event held or organized by? It was hosted where? In South Africa. Correct? This was the 15th edition of the under 19s men's cricket world cup by and hosted by South Africa. Moving on, when was the 9th International Day of Women and Girls in Science observed across the globe by United Nations? On 11th of Feb, right? 9th International Day of Women and Girls in Science was observed on 11th of Feb, and the theme being Women and Girls in Science Leadership, a new era for sustainability. Correct? And there is a sub theme also here, that is Think Science, Think Peace. Next, in which city Union Culture Minister G. Kishan Reddy has recently laid the foundation stone for India's first digital national museum of epigraphy? So this first digital national museum of epigraphy is located where? It is in Hyderabad, Telangana. Technology Hub 2.0 is also located where? In Hyderabad, Telangana. Correct? First digital national museum of epigraphy is in Hyderabad, Telangana. Take a note of it. Next, which state government has recently enhanced the EV Upyog portal to promote electric vehicles? EV Upyog portal. This was launched by Uttar Pradesh, and this is basically to promote the electric vehicle adoption. They are engaging a software development agency to add attractive features to the portal, and this is basically in line with encouraging the use of electric vehicles and giving up upon the vehicles that are using petrol or diesel, because electric vehicles, they will be creating less pollution in the environment. Next, the 193rd meeting of Employees State Insurance Corporation ESIC was held in New Delhi under the chairmanship of Union Minister of Labour and Employment Bhupendra Yadav. ESIC approved to provide medical benefits for insured superannuating workers leaving the ESI scheme due to exceeding the wage ceiling if the worker was under insurable employment for at least dash year before superannuation voluntary retirement. So this is saying that ESI approved the medical benefits for the insured superannuating workers if the worker was under the insurance or insurable employment for at least 5 years. Then only he will be getting this medical benefit. Next, name the country that has recently signed a portal to arm the agreement or to amend the agreement on nuclear reactor construction at Kundakulam nuclear power project, that is in Tamil Nadu. So we know this Kundankulam nuclear power project is being developed with the help of Russia, and recently we have signed a protocol to amend the agreement on nuclear reactor construction and Kundankulam nuclear power project. And where is this located? In Tamil Nadu. And we have to remember this Kundankulam nuclear power project. This is a joint initiative between India and Russia. Next, which bank has recently signed an MOU with All India Institute of Medical Science, that is AIMS, for the implementation of smart payment card to provide hassle-free payments for treatment? It is State Bank of India. If we are talking about AIMS, tell me where will be the AIMS Rewari will be coming up. AIMS Rewari will be in Haryana. AIMS Rewari will be in Haryana. Next, which bank celebrated its 88th Foundation Day on 10th of Feb 2024? It is Indian Overseas Bank. IOB celebrated 88th Foundation Day on the 10th of Feb 2024 in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And Indian Overseas Bank has launched new products and various services and also has opened up new 88 branches across India. Next, Which of the following personalities have recently honored with the Bharat Ratna award in Feb? So remember who was honored with Bharat Ratna in Feb 2024? MS Swaminathan, Chaudhry Charan Singh and PV Narasimha Rao. They were honored with Bharat Ratna. All three of them. Apart from this, remember Advani ji will also be honored with Bharat Ratna, and Karpuri Thakur, who was the former Chief Minister of Bihar, will also be honored with this Bharat Ratna award, right? And L.K. Advani ji, that is Lal Krishna Advani ji, will also be honored with Bharat Ratna. Next, in Feb, the renowned specialist in genetic medicine and Padma Shri awardee Ishwar Chandra Verma, that is IC Verma, recently passed away. In which year Ishwar Chandra Verma was conferred with Padma Shri award in the field of medicine? So Ishwar Chandra Verma, he was honored with Padma Shri in the field of medicine, and he was honored with this Padma Shri in the year 2023. Correct? And this Padma Shri, remember which is this? This is the fourth highest civilian award. Next, in Feb, the Board of Governors of Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science announced a new award for best casting from the Dash Edition Academy Awards. So, the Board of Governors of Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science announced a new award for best casting from the 98th edition of Academy Awards. The first award in the new category will be handed out in 2026. Next, which company recently signed an MOU with the government of Odisha to set up an integrated electric vehicle and EV battery manufacturing project at Cuttack and Paradip in Odisha? So, name the company. It is GSW Group. They will be setting up, or they have signed an MOU with government of Odisha. Correct? And it is to set up integrated electric vehicle and EV battery manufacturing facility that will be at Cuttack and Paradip in Odisha. Correct? This facility is expected to generate 11,000 jobs, and the project consists of 50 gigawatt per hour EV battery plant. Next, in which city Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for multi-development projects worth 7,500 crore rupees? This will be in Jhabua, Madhya Pradesh. This will be where? In Jhabua, Madhya Pradesh. Also remember, PM distributed monthly installment of 1,500 rupees to Ahar Anudan Yojana to more than 2 lakh women beneficiaries. Next, which organization or government agency recently launched the Greening and Restoration of Wasteland and Agroforestry Report and Portal? That is GROW Report and Portal. So, which organization released this GROW Report or Portal? This was by Niti Aayog. What does GROW stands for? Greening and Restoration of Wasteland and Agroforestry. Next, according to the 21st quarterly periodic labor force survey for October till December 2023, this was released by NSSO, that is your National Sample Survey Office, in Feb. India's urban employment rate declined to dash during quarter third of fiscal year 24. So it declined to 5.6% during the third quarter of fiscal year 24. Right? Right option becomes option 5. Next, in Feb, CCI, that is Competition Commission of India, approved Karachi, Pakistan-based Matrix Pharma Private Limited to acquire 100% paid-up share capital in Dash Company. So, Karachi, Pakistan-based Matrix Pharma Private Limited to acquire 100% paid-up share capital in Tynish Laboratories Private Limited. Right? Next, when was the International Epilepsy Day observed across the globe with the theme Milestones on My Epilepsy Journey? So, on 12th of Feb, we observe International Epilepsy Day. Correct? In 2024. Generally, this day is observed on the second Monday of Feb month. Correct? And this year in 2024, it was on 12th of Feb. Then there is a theme that you can remember. Theme being Milestones on My Epilepsy Journey. Next, what was the theme of United Nations World Radio Day observed in 2024 across the globe on 13th of Feb? So what is the theme? Radio, a century informing and light entertaining and educating. This is the theme for the World Radio Day that was observed across the globe on 13th of Feb. Next, which bank has recently received authorization from RBI to distribute pensions through electronic pension payment order, that is EPPOs, on behalf of the Ministry of Railway? Which is that bank? Tell me. Which is that bank? It is your Bandhan Bank. Right? The authorization is in line with the mandate of the Ministry of Finance and RBI. The bank will be able to provide pension services to around 50,000 retirees each year across 17 zonal offices and 8 production units of the Indian Railways. Next, name the company that has recently collaborated with LIC Card Services Limited and MasterCard to launch co-branded credit cards. Which is that company? It is IDFC First Bank. Right? Remember, the card is available in two variants, that is LIC Classic Credit Card and LIC Select Credit Card. The card provides reward points on payment of every LIC insurance premium, and these reward points will be valid up to 3 years. Next, which company has recently launched India's first self-hosted payments orchestration platform, Flowise? So it is your Cash Free Payments Limited, right? Flowise is a one setup solution for Indian businesses for managing different payment systems. The platform allows users to send payments to different partners by cutting processing costs up to 40%. Next, which bank along with the IIT Kanpur has recently launched India's first fully integrated school of sustainability? It is Kotak Mahindra Bank, right? That is Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited and IIT Kanpur. They have partnered together, correct? And they have launched Kotak School of Sustainability. The aim here is to promote pedigree education, research and outreach by focusing on homegrown capabilities. Basically, focus will be on doing all the research and development and all the production in India itself. And they will be set up in a green building that will be focusing on sustainable development goals. Next, Government of India announced the opening of sovereign gold bonds Series 3 for subscription during the period of December 18 to 22, 2023. The issue price during the subscription period shall be dash per gram. So it will be 6,199 rupees per gram. Also remember, during for these sovereign gold bonds, the maximum period for which they are allotted is for 8 years, and after 5 years you can withdraw these sovereign gold bonds and you will be getting a 2% every year on basis of these bonds, and these 2% that you will be getting will be you have to pay tax on it, but the amount at the end of the 8 year that you will be getting will be tax free. Next, LIC increased the gratuity limit to rupees dash from 3 lakh rupees with an aim to improve the working conditions and benefits of the agents. So remember, in December, LIC increased the gratuity limit to 5 lakh rupees, that was earlier 3 lakh rupees, and the aim is to improve the working conditions and the benefits for the agents. Next, name the insurance company that recently launched a health insurance policy that provides comprehensive coverage for customers globally, including treatment from the best hospitals. Which is that insurance company? It is Reliance General Insurance, right? This is a subsidiary of Reliance Capital Limited, and they have introduced Reliance Health Global, a health insurance policy that provides comprehensive coverage for customers globally that includes treatment from the best hospitals. Next, which bank has recently collaborated with Indian Oil Corporation Limited to launch a co-branded credit card? Which is that bank? It is Kotak Mahindra Bank. This card, remember, is known as Indian Oil Kotak Credit Card, and this is a fuel card and it is powered by Rupee, right? Next, name the insurance company that recently introduced Smart Total Elite Protection, that is STEP term plan, that is a non-linked, non-participating individual pure risk premium life insurance plan. This is launched by which insurance company? Tell me, who launched it? It was launched by I repeat, name the insurance company that has introduced this step term plan. This is launched by Max Life Insurance. So remember, step term plan launched by Max Life Insurance. The aim here is to enhance the financial security in the current dynamic landscape, and the offering provides enhanced coverage of up to 2 crore rupees. Next, which bank has recently launched industry first community banking programs for the diamond industry? It is IndusInd Bank that has launched industry's first community banking programs for the diamond industry. Next, name the platform that has recently launched the new website and mobile application with the tagline Bharat Ka Money App. So this is the tagline that you need to remember, and name the platform that launched it. It was launched by Cash E. Right? Next, which bank has recently entered into a corporate agency agreement with HDFC Life to offer life insurance products to customers? Which is that bank? It is Karur Visai Bank. Right? This bank has entered into a corporate agency agreement with HDFC Life to offer life insurance products to their customers. Next, which company has recently partnered with NSDL Payments Bank and the National Payment Corporation of India, that is NPCI, to launch One Nation Corporate Card? So this One Nation Corporate Card was launched by Paycraft Solution Limited, and they have partnered here with NSDL Payments Bank along with NPCI, and NPCI is the organization that has launched UPI. This particular card allow the cardholders to travel across India on any public transport that accepts bank issued cards. Next, Ugro Capital has raised dash through non-convertible debentures from Hodge, Netherlands, based on FMO. Right, this Hodge is in Netherlands. Question asked is how much amount was raised through non-convertible debenture by Ugro Capital. So it has raised $30 million through non-convertible debentures. Right? And remember, Ugro Capital has offered credit to more than 80,000 small businesses over the last 5 years. Next, name the life insurance that recently entered into a bancassurance partnership with IDFC First Bank Limited to offer insurance solutions to the bank customers. It is Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance. Correct? Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance is the insurance company that has entered into a bancassurance, and bancassurance is when a bank and an insurance company comes together and the insurance company sell their insurance product to the customers of the bank. Next, EIB, European Investment Bank, announced the investment of up to $40 million in the private equity fund Amicus Capital Partners Fund 2, managed by Amicus India Capital Partners. Right? Take a note of this. And the fund will prioritize investment in digital first business model. The investment promotes crowding in and diversification of the investors. Next is name the bank that has recently partnered with the National E-Governance Service Limited, that is NESL, to issue its electronic bank guarantee products. It is RBL Bank. Right? RBL Bank entered into a partnership with NESL, that is National E-Governance Service Limited, to issue electronic bond guarantees. These electronic bank guarantees, EBGs, these are the bank guarantees that when a bank provides this guarantee, that means this is provided on the behalf of that company, and if the company fails to provide the payment, then the bank will be giving that payment. Next, which of the following companies does not receive RBI approval to operate as a payment aggregator? So among these, except Easebus Private Limited, all of these 4 organizations received the approval or received the RBI approval to operate as payment aggregator. Next, which bank has recently received the authorization to collect revenue on electronic government receipt accounting system from the government of Assam? Which is it? Tell me, which bank? It is Bandhan Bank. Right? Bandhan Bank received the authorization to collect revenue on the electronic government receipt accounting system from the government of Assam, such as your house tax, vehicle registration tax, local body tax, water bill. They will be recently collected by Bandhan Bank. Next, Japan International Corporation Agency, that is JICA, they have signed a loan agreement with the government of India to offer Japanese official development assistance loan totaling 415,301 million yen for the construction of Mumbai Ahmedabad high speed rail and sustainable development goals in India. So right option becomes 415,301 million yen was approved by JICA. This will be given by to the government of India for the Mumbai Ahmedabad high speed railway project and as well as for promoting sustainable development goals in India. Next, which bank has recently partnered with American Express to launch Privilege Credit Card? So, Axis Bank, they have partnered with Amex, that is American Express, to launch a Privilege Credit Card. Correct? Take a note of this. Here, remember the applicant should be a resident of India and should be aged between 80 to 70 years of age for this plan for this credit card, and they should have an annual income of minimum 6 lakh rupees. Next, name the insurance company that recently launched Tulip, that is a new term insurance policy with benefits of unit linked insurance plan. So, Tulip, this was launched by Kotak Mahindra Life Insurance. Correct? This Tulip stands for Term ULIP. This offers a refund of 2 times the premium allocation charges in the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th year, and the policy also offers loyalty addition of up to 30% of the fund value. Next, which bank or organization recently approved a loan of $300 million to the Ministry of Finance of Government of India for the project Tamil Nadu Climate Resilient Urban Development Program? So it is World Bank. They have approved $300 million loan for the project of Tamil Nadu Climate Resilient Urban Development Program, right? And here remember, if we talk about this, the total finance of the program is $450 million. This is the second installment of $300 million that will be given by IBRD, that is an arm of World Bank. Next, World Bank has approved how much amount for the project Sikkim Inspires. Inspires is your integrated service provision and innovation for reviving economies. So this Sikkim Inspires, correct? For this program, World Bank has approved $100 million. Next, which life insurance has recently entered into a corporate agency tie-up with NKGSB Cooperative Bank Limited? Which is that life insurance company? It is HDFC Life Insurance, right? They have entered into a corporate agency tie-up with NKGSB Cooperative Bank Limited. And this is in line with the bank's commitment to ensure the well-being and financial security to their customers. Next, which bank has recently signed a loan, or which organization or bank has signed a loan of 100 million US dollar with the government of India for India Tripura Urban and Tourism Development Project? So this $100 million will be given by Asian Development Bank to India for India Tripura Urban and Tourism Development Project. Next, name the ministry or organization that has recently collaborated with Asian Development Bank to launch an initiative that facilitates climate action in India's agriculture, natural resources, and rural development sector. It is NABARD, that is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Correct? Then remember, under this initiative, NABARD has collaborated with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to establish technical support unit that will be addressing the climate change in India, and solutions will also provide the solutions for the same. Next, which organization has recently launched PPP, that is Public Private Partnership Beginners e-course along with the Department of Economic Affairs under the Ministry of Finance? It is World Bank, right? World Bank launched this PPP Beginners e-course along with the Department of Economic Affairs, and it is a step towards fostering the collaboration between the public and private sector for infrastructure development. Next, SIDBI, they have recently granted how much amount to ETO Motors Private Limited to deploy 300 three-wheelers electric vehicles under the mission 50K EV 4ECO. So recently SIDBI granted 12.45 crore rupees to ETO Motors Private Limited to deploy 300 units of electric vehicles, three-wheeler electric vehicles under this mission 50K EV 4ECO. Right? Take a note of this. Basically here, SIDBI is helping the small businesses to grow by providing them subsidy as well as the amount for purchasing these electric vehicles. This will promote the adoption of electric vehicles also in India. Next, In December, IRDI is set to launch the first of its kind affordable insurance product covering risk against life, health, and property, namely Dash, in the first quarter of 24-25. So, which is that? It is Bima. Which is that Bima? Bima Vistar. Right? So, IRDI is set to launch the first of its kind affordable insurance product that will cover risk against life, health, and property, and it is known as Bima Vistar. Correct? Take a note of this. Next, RBI has granted 1 year extension for the co-branded credit card partnership between Bajaj Finance Limited and Dash Bank. So, RBI granted 1 year extension of the co-branded credit card partnership between Bajaj Finance Limited and RBL Bank. Next, name the bank that recently received a penalty of 5 crore rupees by RBI over shortage in the soil notes remittances as per the RBI's clean note policy. This is your Bank of Baroda. They have received a penalty of 5 crore rupees by RBI over the shortage in the soil notes remittance as per the RBI's clean note policy. Under this policy, the damaged and counterfeit or soil notes are removed from the circulation by banks and financial institutions, and new notes are provided into the market. Next, which bank has recently launched India's first corporate credit card, that is the e-Savarna card on RuPay network? It is IndusInd Bank. Right? IndusInd Bank has launched India's first corporate credit card, that is the e-Savarna card, and it was launched on the RuPay network. This e-Savarna card is a Europay, MasterCard and Visa, that is EVM. Correct? And the card is aligned with NPCI's vision for a digital inclusive society. Moving on. Name the bank that recently announced a new suite of products and services to improve the banking expertise. It is Bank of Maharashtra. Multiple new services has been launched for their customers, right? And remember, here the bank has also launched multiple other facilities and services for MSMEs also to help them grow, and also they will be providing the facility of e-fixed deposit on their application. So friends, these were your important current affairs for banking and finance for December month. Now let's move to some revision current affairs that will be beneficial for your learning. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.